Alright, yo, what is going on YouTube? My name is Rar, welcome back to another video, and in today's video, I have another tutorial for you guys because I wasn't able to make a vlog today, so I figured I do this, and I figured, I meant to make this video a while back, but it didn't turn out the way I wanted to, so I'm going to show you guys how to do this, this type of thumbnail thing I do. Now, I'm not going to take credit for this because I don't know if it's how the people make their thumbnails. I'm sure it is, but this is a thumbnail I made for my video yesterday. It's the zoo trip video. I'll try to leave a link to it down in the description if you guys want to go check it out. I'll try to remember to. I probably won't remember to, but basically what this consists of, it consists of an inner glow around the border of this image. I've cut out my group that I was in, and then I put an outer glow on them, made it red, and then I put in some text, put on a good bit of drop shadow, and put on an outer glow on it. So we're gonna be making a thumbnail like this in Photoshop today. So it's fairly simple. It gives off a good effect, and once you learn how to do it, it doesn't take you long at all. So yeah, I used to actually, hang on real quick, I want to show you guys how I used to make my thumbnails that took like forever, and I don't even think they look as good as they do now. I used to do them like this. I mean, that looks good right there. Hang on, let me find a better example. I made a real good one, like right here, the sneaky sniper. See, now this is a more of a gamer type thumbnail, and this does look good, don't get me wrong, this looks real good, but it took so much time, it's crazy how much time it took to make that, and I don't know. I figured out how to do this one by myself. I just messed around in Photoshop until I figured out how to do what I want to do. So, but again, I'm not going to take credit for how to do this because I'm sure other people have done this before. But real quick, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, because basically what I'm doing in this video is I'm making the thumbnail, like the thumbnail for this tutorial. So it's confusing, but since I don't know how to take screenshots on my computer, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to search up. Yeah, if you guys don't have an image, you can go on Google and you can just search up stuff to have as a background. I'm still not finding what I'm wanting to get here. Alright, okay, so I went back. I had to do some stuff, and I finally got a screenshot. I just feel like I wasn't going to be satisfied with my problem, so here it is. Here's the correct thing. This is actually a screenshot on my desktop of this. Alright, so now once you have this, actually I want to make it a little bit bigger. I want to get my toolbar out of there. Alright, so now that I've done that, it's time to get into some effects. When you're making a thumbnail like that Zoo Trip one, you're going to need to take okay, I chose the wrong thing to do here. What you're going to want to do for the one that I made, like the Zoo Trip, if you're trying to make like something in the thumbnail pop out, you're going to want to thoroughly cut out around the edges with your eraser tool, and then cut out everything else. Just leave the person or the thing that you want in your thumbnail. Just leave those those things in there and get rid of everything else. I can't do that in here because there's nothing I need to get rid of. So if you guys want to know how to do that, and if you don't understand what I'm talking about, I'll do it in another video. What you're going to do is you're going to go down here to text. After you've done that, what you're going to do is you're going to go over here to text. All right, yeah. Go down here to text. I'm thinking of how I'm wanting to describe this to you guys and make it easiest as possible for you guys to understand what I'm talking about. So once you do that, go down here to text, and just type in whatever you want. Thumbnail. Put that in there first, and then Control T, and then you guys don't need to do this. I just think it makes it look cooler. I'm gonna have two different texts, one right there, one down here. Tutorial, and then take that and make it go this way down here. Alright, so once you got your text where you want to be, you're gonna do these exact same things to this as you would to those people, or the thing that you've cut out in your picture. Double click on them, go over to drop shadow, and you're gonna add it like 6 or 7 times just depending on how you want your thumbnail, just depending on how you want it to look. I'm just gonna add it as many times as I want. And once you've added it once, click out of it, right click on that that thing down there, go up to rasterize layer style, and then once you've done that, you can then add another drop shadow. And you just want to keep on doing this until you have the effect that you want. So I'm gonna do that. That's 2 times. There's 3. I'll speed this up. Alright, so once you feel comfortable with how many you have, it's time to add an outer glow. So once you've done all that, add one more drop shadow. Even though if you think that extra drop shadow won't look good, add it and then add an outer glow. So I don't know if you guys could see it or not, but when you add that drop shadow, when you add the outer glow along the side of it, it kind of takes it away a bit. So that adds to it a bit. So my favorite color to do my thumbnails is just red, because it's, I don't know, I think it looks good. I also like to do blue, like about right there, or maybe right here. I like to do more of a lighter blue. We'll do blue for this one, just because I always do. Wait, do I? Okay, yeah, okay. Once you've added your drop shadow and you have it the size you want, you can change up the size, make it bigger, make it smaller. I like to make it pretty big. And once you've done that, you can kind of tell it doesn't look that great. Okay. Once you've done that, go up here to blending mode, click on the drop thing, go down here to overlay, and then it looks better if it was done correctly. What's going on? You guys can do whatever you want. I normally do overlay, but it looks kind of dark, so I might stick with screen. So what does red look like? I think they're looking dark because of how dark the background is. So maybe screen would actually be better for this one. Linear light looks pretty cool too. Mess around with those settings. Most of the time, if it's like a thumbnail for a vlog or something, I'll use overlay, and that's what I use for most of my stuff. But since this has a more of a black background, it makes it darker, so it doesn't look as good. But most of the time, I'll use overlay. So it's totally up to you guys, whatever you guys want. But I'm gonna leave with linear light for that. And then once you've done all that to your first one, then you're gonna go down to the second one. You guys already know what to do, so I'm just gonna speed this process up. Alright, so once you guys have that stuff done, you can go ahead and mess around with some more stuff. Stroke can make your text look cooler also. It makes it look a little bit too bubbly for me, I think. You can actually also change the opacity. You can also put it in inner shadow, kind of makes the text look, it has like a concave type look to it in a way. I don't know really how to explain that, but I think I'll add a little bit of that. But I'm gonna change it to overlay. No, I'm not. I don't know why I did that. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, so once you guys have all done all that stuff to your text, made it look good, and you've done it to the your image that you want to pop out. Also, while I'm thinking about it, I'm sorry, I normally put the image that I want to pop out over top of the text. You can see it in the zoo one. As you can see, like like people over like the zoo trip. All I did is I just put the 2 texts. You can see if you click on them, you can move them up and down. I just put them underneath the image I want to pop out, so that's all you have to do for that. Like I said, if you guys want a thorough, like, in-depth tutorial of how I do my thumbnails exactly, like for those of you who don't really know much about Photoshop, because I'm basing this kind of off like you guys kind of know what know what to do, but you don't at the same time. Put down in the comments if you guys don't understand much of what I'm talking about here, and you want to know more in depth of how to do this, because it's, like I said, it's very simple, it's very quick once you get the hang of it. So once you guys have your text and your image you want to pop out, making it look good, time to make your time to add an inner glow to your background image. So what you do is you just double click on your background image, go down to go to inner glow, not inner shadow, inner glow, make it the same color as your text and stuff, and then just turn it up to size. I'm gonna change it to linear light because that's what the other stuff was. Actually, I might try this one as overlay. What's this look like? Overlay looks good for that, because like what overlay does, it still leaves the background image, but it kind of changes the color. You can see it here. You can see how like back in there you can still see the image and stuff, but it's kind of like turned red. I think it looks pretty cool. But yeah, that's basically it. Also, what you can do to your background image is you can click on it, go up here to filters, go down to blur, and go down to Gaussian blur. And you can just kind of blur out the background a bit. It's a bit too much. But I hope y'all did enjoy this tutorial. Like I said, fairly simple way on how to do your thumbnails. It doesn't take long at all once you get the hang of it. And like I said, if you guys want a thorough, in-depth tutorial on how I do my, how people pop out and you don't understand how to do it, just let me know down in the comments below, because I'll do it also. I'll probably just go ahead and do it later on this week. Maybe the week after this I'll do it. I don't know. But that's been it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure to leave a big thumbs up. Subscribe and leave some more videos. That's been it. Peace.